Hello and welcome to this week's Pilates class. Just bring yourself to stand the centre of your mat. Take the shoulders back and down, just lengthen down through the fingers. Have a sense of lifting your heart centre. Take a breath in and exhale. Take a breath in and exhale. Is that a bend this time? Take a breath in and exhale. Just gently roll those shoulders back, lifting the elbows, just opening up through side body. And then take both arms forwards, out to the side and down. Float the arms, open out and down. Let's do that one more time. Open out and down. Let's take that right arm up and the left arm. Feel side body stretching and lengthening, pushing that hip out now, increasing that range of motion. Good, and then release. Take a breath in. As you come down, turn to your right, and take a breath in and to your left. So look towards your back hand as we go into that rotation, and reach, and last one. Bringing it to center, take it down. Just take it down into a squat and reach up. Take it down and reach up. Take it down, reach up. Take it down and hold, hands to thighs. Pull the belly center in, roll the back away, chin to chest. And inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. Inhale as you open. One more time. Exhale as you close. And then release it down. Coming all the way up this time. Take the feet apart. Toed out position. Open out through the hips, through the inner thighs. Reach those arms out. Release. A little bit higher this time. Release. And palms touch and down. One more time. Palms touch and hold. Just lengthen out through side. Release. And other side. And again. Lengthen out. And lengthen out. Okay, let's deepen that stretch. Feet forward. Go to the right side. Take that right arm up and stretch. And release it down. To the left side. Right arm up and stretch. And release it down. Bring yourself back to center. Turn to your right side on the ball of the foot at the back. Just drop that back knee, reaching up. And release it down. Turn to the other side. Drop it down. Take a breath in and reach. And exhale and come to center. Walk those feet back in. Then just lifting the heels up and down. Just take those arms up again now. Open, nice big circles, hands behind, press down and feel the stretch through the chest muscles. Good, take a breath in, take your right arm down. Just feel that stretch through the back of that arm. And do the same on the other side. And then release it down. So we're going to start our first exercise as a roll down push-up. So bring yourself to the back of your mat. Shoulders back and down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, tuck your chin in, roll down through the spine. Soften the knees on the way down. Just relaxing through. Take a breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands out, drop your knees, come into a press position, either a box position or extended, whatever's right for you. Make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders. So let's drop those elbows down, thighs down if you're in this extended position. Engage in the core, pushing up, and again, down and lift. Let's do two more here. Up and one more. Tuck your toes under, lift up into a down dog position, stretch out through, walk those hands in towards the feet. Just hang loose here. Take a breath in and then exhale as you roll yourself back up, pushing through the feet. Shoulders back and down. Take a breath in and exhale. Gently rolling down through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Just relax it through. Just hold it down here in your base. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, walk your hands out, drop down to your knees, find your press position. And again, press down and push up. Lower and push up. And again, lower and push up. One more time, lower and push. And we'll just do one more. Press and lift. Tuck your toes under, lift up into a down dog. Just hold it here now. Just gently walk through. And then walk the hands in. Take a breath in. Exhale as you roll up. And then take a breath in. And exhale. Roll it down. Inhale. Exhale. Walk it out. Drop your knees, and then from here, just take a press and lower, and just rest it out. So we're moving on to our next exercise now, which is a swimming exercise. I'm just going to bring myself back a little bit here. So let's do the back extension bit first of all. So just have your hands by your side. Take the press the tops of the toes down. And just allow your chest to float up without pushing through the back or pushing through the hands. Keep the fingertips really light. Try not to squeeze the buttocks here. Press the pubic bone down as you feel yourself floating up and down. And again, so pushing up and down. Pressing up and down. And one more. Press up and down. Just take a little rest here. Just let everything relax. Find your breath. And then this time, bring your arms forward. Press the toes down. So we're just going to lift the arms first of all. So think about lifting from your shoulder blade. So take your right hand, push it forward, engage your core, and just float the chest up and down. Do the same with the left. So extend and float and down. And again, extend and float and down. Extend and float. So just alternating one side to the other. This time we're going to add the leg. So add the opposite leg. So right arm and left leg. So take a breath out, empty here. And then inhale and lift and exhale. So change to the other side. Lift and lower. So push fingers away, push toes away. As you work in through the back here. Belly center in, pubic bone down. And again, reaching up and release it down. Reaching up and release. And again, lift and lower and lift and lower and lift working with breath, and then just relax it down. Just take a little twist to the side and just release. So from here, we're going to loosen the back now with a little cat curl. So pushing up onto all fours. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And so start with the breath in as you lower belly center and lift heart center, and then exhale as you pushing up through the back, arching the back. So with breath, inhale, widening collarbones, and exhale as you widen the shoulder blades. So keep that lovely flow of movement with breath, reaching up, a nice control, and again pushing up, release it down, and pushing up, and release it down to your neutral spine. As we're going to come now to lie on your left side, so go on to our hip abduction. So you can rest yourself down here completely, let your head rest in your arm. Both legs are straight. So if you want to, you can start off with your bottom leg bent, top leg straight, push both heels away. Make sure that you're not twisted forward here. Got nice alignment from shoulder, hip to the heel. And then engage the core as you float that leg up and down. And float and down. Pushing up and down. And again, float and release. And float and release. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So really feel as though everything's coming from your core here. So just a few more. And down and up and down. So this time, if you want to, you can go into both legs straight, or you can leave that bottom one bent. So we're going to lift that top leg and down. And float and down. Just feel the outer edges of your thigh and hip and the outer leg there. Just working as you lengthen through that heel. Nice and relaxed. Okay. And those who want to can lift both legs and then still continue to float that top leg up and down. And float and down. So with that bottom leg lifted now, you feel that this is working just a little harder here. Four, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So bring that leg forward now, bring the top leg forward so that your knees, hips and ankles are lined. Keep your shoulder back, don't let it drop forward. And we're going into our clam now, so just opening out through this top thigh. And you can always add some extra resistance here by having a loop band around your thighs, or even placing a weight on your thigh and just hold it there. So pulling in from your core very lightly as you open out and release it down. And again, up and down. So feel that lovely external rotation of your hip here. Just relaxing your head and your neck and your shoulders, lifting up and down, lifting up and down, and again up and down, and rest. So from here now, we're just going to roll onto our back, do a supine single dead bug. So get yourself in a nice comfortable position. Feel your shoulder blades, just kind of open them a little bit. Get your feet in a little bit closer. And then lift the legs up one at a time. So we're just going to do a single leg first of all. So all we're going to do is reach the arm up as you extend out. So the opposite arm and bring it back in. So a single dead bug. Press and back in. And again, so again, pulling in from your center, lengthen through fingertips, lengthen through toes. Keep that neutral spine, so don't let that lower back press down into the mat. And again, press and release. And again, press and release. Just get that lovely movement on that one side, pulling in, and again, few more to go here now. And then we're going to change to the other side. So lift that left leg up and then extend out to take the opposite arm and back in. So really pulling in through your core, lengthening. Just notice the weight through your shoulder blades, through your buttocks, through your hips there. Just make sure that weight stays even as you work through. And lengthen and back in. And again, lengthen and in. So really slow and controlled here. Hang on in the last few seconds coming up now. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time. And just bring your knees in. Just rock side to side. So we're going to do a supine roll up now. So place your feet down. Extend the legs out. So get your posture in line, make any adjustments, take a breath in as you reach those arms up. And then as you exhale, bring the arms up, so fingers to the ceiling, tuck your chin and roll your spine all the way up and forwards. And then release it back down. So one vertebra at a time, all the way down. Let the arms come back to that position. And again, so coming up, exhale, and forwards. And inhale, and imprint the spine. Exhale, come forwards. And inhale and imprint spine and rest it down. Okay, so just roll yourself over, bring yourself to the other side, or just turn yourself around if you wish, as we do that hip abduction on the other side now. So resting down, let your head rest in your arm, bottom leg bent in front, top leg out straight, good alignment from shoulder, hip, through the knee into the ankle. Engage your core and then start to float that leg. So when we're working this way, we're strengthening our core here, especially as we go through the exercise and challenge yourself a little bit more. So nice and slow and controlled. So it's not about the height you're going, it's the control going up and the control coming down. So you're pushing up and you're pulling down from the inner thigh. Everything in your core stays nice and tight and relaxed. Nice and controlled and relaxed. And again, lift and lower. And lift and lower. Okay, so those who want to now can extend that bottom leg so it's still touching on the floor. Continue with that lift. So this puts a little bit more of a challenge on the exercise with your balance because the legs are straight, so you've got a much narrower base. So you lift and low. If you notice, my fingertips are just making a light contact here. So if my brain perceives stability, it will release the mobility. So I don't need to be gripping onto the floor here. I'm using my core to do that. You can take your hand away, that's fine. Those who want to can finish off with the last little bit here of just bottom leg is floating up and down. You should be feeling that now, a little bit stronger in your core as we're working here. Last one. And then rest it down. So we're going to do the clam on this side. So bring that bottom leg forward, bring that top leg to mirror it. Again, keep your shoulders back, don't let yourself drop forward. Got a good alignment. And then with feet together, just open out that top leg. So as if you're opening a door and closing a door. So try not to roll back in your hips here. And release. And again, lift and lower. And lift and lower. Press up and down. And again, up and down. So last 30 seconds now. Hang on in there. Give it a few more seconds. And rest it down. Okay, so let's roll onto our back now. It's going to do a bridge. So have your feet as close to the bottom as you can. Feet just a little narrower than hip width apart. Widen your shoulder blades. And press them down and then just feel that natural curvature here. Okay, so lift the heart center, extend the crown of the head. So let's take a movement now. So we're going to feel as though you're pulling your heels towards your bottom here. As you press down through the heels, tilt the pelvis so your back makes connection here, and then you float the back up into that position. Don't come up too high, you don't want to feel any compression in your throat here. Just hold that position, pushing up, and then as you exhale, just lower down one vertebra at a time and relax into that neutral spine. So let's do that a few times. So pull the heels towards you, tilt the pelvis, engage the core, and lift up one vertebra at a time, pushing up into that bridge. Top of your bridge, try to push a little deeper there, and then as you exhale, just bring it down. Now if you feel you need to decompress the spine on the way down, you just lift your heels. So that looks like this. So inhale, pushing up, hold it at the top, hold the breath, and then if you need to decompress, lift the heels and then slowly lower down with that breath out. So that's your choice. If you want to do that, then heels down. So let's just keep that movement flowing, pushing up. Good, really arching here and then lowering back down. So the weight is through my shoulders and through my feet, pulling those heels towards my buttocks as I'm doing that. lifting up and lowering back down. Okay, now those who want to work a bit harder, you can lift this right leg up into this tabletop position and do exactly the same thing with your bridge, pushing up and exhale down. Take the foot down, bring the other foot up and bridge, pushing up. And you may find that one side is a bit easier to do than the other side, so that's your option. If you want to keep your feet down, you just do the same thing, you just keep going. Obviously you take a rest as and when you need to, and then slowly lower it down. And again. And then rest it down. So from here, we're just going to go into a little stretch now. So let's do some windscreen wipers first of all. So just moving side to side, just relaxing through and taking it to the right and hold. Look at your knee and bring your knee in line with your hip here, and then bring that right leg up and over and feel that lovely stretch on that hip there, that's left side. You can reach that left arm up here and get a much deeper stretch as well. So relax with breath. And then release the arm down, take that top leg off, come back into your other position and just windscreen wiper side to side. Good. And then this time we're going to hold it onto the left side, chin to chest, move that right knee in line with your hip and bring your left foot up and over to rest, and just feel that deeper hip internal rotation. Remember, this is not for people with hip replacements, you all know that. So take your right arm up and lengthen and really feel that lovely stretch to this side here. It's where we hold a lot of tension when we sit, as I sit quite a lot at the computer doing all my work. It's not good for you. And then release that arm down, take that leg off and bring yourself back to center. Okay, so let's extend the left leg, bring the right leg in. Take your chin towards your chest and get a lovely stretch there, and then head down and lift up. I stretch through the back of that leg and then bend the knee and bring that leg over with your right arm out and look towards that right side. And release back to center, bring both knees in. Take a breath in and then exhale up. Extend your right leg out. And then head down and extend that left leg up. Push your heel of your right foot away from you as well. Good. And then bend that leg in and bring it over to the right side as you look towards the left. That lovely opening through side body, through the chest as well, and the inside of the arm. Deepen your breath and then release back to center and just roll over onto your front. Let's bring our right foot back and stretch the front of your thigh and your hip. Let the head relax down. And change to the other side. And then release. Coming up into a tummy stretch. Whatever height you feel comfortable lifting to. And then release. Push up onto all fours. Walk your hands in. Come onto your feet. And take an exhale as you roll up. To center, Take a breath in. Stretch through side body. Tricep stretch. Left side body stretch. And tricep stretch. Got one more stretch. Hold it behind. Push down and lift. Feel that stretch through the chest. And relax it down. Take a breath in and out. Take a breath in and out. One more time. Take a breath in and out. There we are. Well done, everybody. Thank you for joining me for Pilates today. Take care. Bye-bye.